Hello everyone, it's Kate. Welcome back to my channel. First things first, I would like to say thank you so much. I'm so grateful and still over the moon because my last video received so much positive feedback, and I also got my first ever Maxis fave, and I still can't believe it. I got it for my most recent build called Path to Perfection, and I still haven't fully realized what happened. It really means a lot to me. I started my game and I noticed that I had so many new notifications for the gallery, and I was like, what is going on? I was confused, and then I saw that the lot had already 1K downloads at this point, which confused me even more because it was far too much for that short amount of time. And then I saw so many comments, and at this point I just thought, what is going on here? And I scrolled through the comments and people said congrats, and I thought, for what? What's happening here? And then someone said congrats on the Maxis fave, and I couldn't believe it, and I double checked and I was like, whoa. I couldn't believe it. It has made my week, really. Another thing that I would like to say is thank you to all my new subscribers, and of course also thank you to all my subscribers. Really, I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you for sticking around and watching my videos. And I said this before, The Sims are just one of my biggest hobbies. I have been playing ever since Sims 1 was released. I also played Sims 2 and 3 and now 4. And one day I just decided to make YouTube videos, and the response is just so positive, and you guys are making this great. It's just so much fun, and you guys are just awesome. All your nice comments, and you guys just make this such a fun experience. I love making these videos, and yeah, thank you so much. But enough about all that, let's jump right into this build. When I was building this, I originally wanted to build a residential lot, but then I realized that this does not look like a residential lot at all. The whole shape and just the way it looks reminded me of a little cute bistro right next to a town square in a small French town, something like this. So I simply made a restaurant out of this. I really enjoy Dine out, so I thought, why not? This looks like 3 different buildings combined. And this just supports the idea that it's just cute little buildings on a small, beautiful town square, almost like different shops next to each other. We just spent a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. But this is just one restaurant, but this was the look that I was going for on the outside. On the right side, where you see the door already, is the kitchen, and the restaurant is obviously fully furnished on the inside, but there's also the option to eat and sit on the outside. So when you are playing with seasons, you have the option to either stay on the outside or go inside. I mean, it's not the best idea to spend some time on the outside during winter time. At least not going to a restaurant. I mean, who would want to sit on the outside while it snows or something? I added lots of details. This is something that I always do just to make it unique and special. I said this before, to me it's all about the details. And when I added these lamps that almost look golden, I thought that I was sold on my own idea at this point. I think that they make it look so special and awesome. The whole lot has a very warm colored and welcoming color concept, but these golden lamps just make it perfect and look so romantic and beautiful, and I really like that. Here you see the outside area. There's just going to be one table, so it's some kind of exclusive outside dining area. Your Sims can also eat at the front or back, but this little balcony is the one right above the basement. Is a beautiful exclusive area. If you are going to the restaurant with a group of Sims, that's the perfect place to eat. For this, in case you're wondering, I simply built a basement and removed the ceilings. You can do this by going down, clicking on the basement, going 1 story up, and then you should see a yellow little line. You can click on it and you can remove the ceiling. I actually want to ask you guys if I should do some tutorials, because some people requested something like that and asked me if I do any kind of tutorials, and I actually thought about doing that. Just short little tutorials that explain some tricks and some creative approaches. Also some, like, not the basic stuff that most people know, but just some cool little ideas. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I do something like this, or I don't know if you guys would be interested, but I think it could be a lot of fun. Just let me know in the comments what you think, and I will get back to you. Of course, as always, if you have any form of constructive criticism or just anything, just leave a comment and I'm going to reply, I promise. Yeah, I'm just adding some windows to the basement. This is actually going to be a bathroom. When your Sims are sitting on the outside, they can just go down and the bathroom is right there. There's also a bathroom on the top floor, but I thought it would be convenient to have another one. It's always so annoying when your Sims have to walk so far to reach a bathroom, so I thought it would be convenient. There's so many different areas to just dine and have a good time. There's another balcony where Sims can enjoy some time. I think this is what makes this lot special. There are so many different areas, but not too many. Here's the outside area, and this is the exclusive area that I was talking about. I think that this is the most beautiful place on this lot if you want to have a nice time with your Sims in this restaurant. At least in my opinion. I really I can't wait when I'm playing with this lot to have my Sims sit on the outside on that exclusive table. Here I'm adding some windows and flowers to the back. I tried to remain in the same theme and just added the same flowers on the back of the lot, and him starting to furnish the inside. I want to make it look like a really nice restaurant, but I also didn't want to make it look over the top because I had the idea of a bistro in mind. A bistro is a place where you can get good food fast for a reasonable price, so it's not any kind of bougie restaurant or something, but it's just not your typical fast food place either. So I tried to make it look very nice and beautiful, and but not like a 3-star restaurant or something, if you know what I mean. I added this bar so Sims can just sit at the bar and enjoy a drink. They could probably also eat there. I'm not sure. And just some details. I almost want to make it look like a very cozy living room, but not too much, because a restaurant should never look like an actual real living room. But this was the feel that I was going for. I wanted it to be extremely a very comfortable, cozy, beautiful place. And this is the reception area. I decided to use a combination of your classic corner booths that you see in many restaurants and individual tables. On the inside I mostly used the small tables with 2 to 4 chairs. I did the same on the outside, but there's also the exclusive seating area that I mentioned, and also a big table on the first floor, as you will see. Here I'm working on the seating area. It almost a little bit, it reminds me now that I'm seeing it of the bar of How I Met Your Mother. I really enjoyed this show, and it can randomly remind me. I saw in a YouTube video randomly that Neil Patrick Harris actually got one of the corner booth thingies. He bought that or just took it with him, and he actually uses it in his kitchen or dining room area, so he has it at home now. I think it's very cool when actors are just so attached to a show, and the other actors, it's just, I mean, as a fan, you just love a show so much and you get emotionally attached. So I think it's cool to see that the same just happens to the actors, and yeah, it's so much fun. Here I'm furnishing the kitchen. I kept it simple, just a kitchen, and I used this area because it's just a small nook almost, and it offers enough space for a kitchen, and I used it for this. Here I'm adding the stairs that I forgot to add originally. Uh, as you saw, I used the chimneys as columns. I just sized them up. I thought that they would look unique, and they're much more prominent than just a simple column because they are big, and I simply used some walls to hide them because they would be clipping into the inside. So I changed the layout of the room, as you saw a few seconds ago, so nothing is clipping on the inside and it all looks nice and neat. Here, the bathrooms, I love to add something to sit. I mean, you see this in better restaurants, if you want to call it that. I just thought it would look nice. I like the idea. I used quite some packs for this build again. As always, you find all the information you need in the description box. My gallery information, a list of the packs that I used. I also added my Twitter link and Facebook. If you want to follow me for any updates, you can do that. I would be very happy if you guys would follow me. And I actually made the decision, this is a little teaser, that my next build is going to be a base game only build. Someone requested that, and multiple people said, oh, you used so many packs for the last build, and not everyone owns all of the packs. Some people just have the base game, and I thought, you know what, this would be a nice challenge. As I said before, I used to play with custom content, and then I simply moved my mod folder to my desktop, and that still sits to this day. And now I'm building completely without any CC, and it was quite a change for me. I really had to get used to it, especially when it comes to working on the interior. It's quite a change, and just making one base game build is just I don't know the next step, but it's extreme for me. For me, it's challenging because I have all the packs and I'm using quite a lot of them. I try to not use too much. I try to keep it to a minimum because I want people to be able to download it and enjoy the lot if they would like to. So I'm not just recklessly using every single pack in every build. I'm not doing that. But just making a base game build that everyone could potentially enjoy, and just having the challenge of building it, I think this could be fun. So if you're interested to see this, just tune in next time. Here I just add the chairs, tables with the balcony, kept it simple. I added a lot of details, but I want to still keep it to a minimum in a way. I did not want to add too much eventually, so I just kept the balcony simple, and also the area down there in the basement I just added a plant, and I'm going to add some benches, and that's it. I also kept the bathroom quite simple. I used the same furniture and floor and walls as for the one on the top floor. I like to do that so it doesn't look too busy. This wouldn't be much of a concern here as they are on different floors, but I think it just looks like one nice neat theme. I love to do that for my bathrooms, especially in community lots, but also in residential lots. And I think these little details just these little touches just make it perfect. I love to do that when I'm done building. I just take a real hard look and I make sure that everything is fine and that there's no flaw missing anywhere, or that nothing is wrong and all that stuff. And then I just make sure that on the outside everything is nice and neat. And sometimes I'm removing something, sometimes I'm adding something. And sometimes I'm not happy and I'm changing a lot of stuff. I did that for the wedding venue that I built. I was almost done, then thought no, something is not right, and I changed some things up, and until I'm happy, as happy as I can be with a build. When I was taking the screenshots for this lot when I was done building, there were already Sims inside, and I spotted Bob and Eliza Pancake. And I just wondered why people hate Eliza so much. I think that she's probably the most hated Sim in The Sims 4. I don't know, people just hate her and say that she's so annoying and that she's following other Sims. I don't know, I never noticed that, and I was asking myself if this is even possible, because even though Sims have different character traits, they don't have an actual personality, I would say. can they be really annoying and they follow your Sims around? If so, it would be cool. But I never noticed that. I don't know. People really hate them. And then in one of the groups, someone posted a picture of one of the kids that Bob and Eliza had in his or her game. I don't remember. And was like, oh my god, this is why I'm never having kids with them, because they're so ugly. It's just so funny. I think at this point it has reached meme status inside the Sims community. You just have to make some fun of Eliza and Bob. It's just too much fun. Here I'm adding some curtains and just some details on the inside. I always try to add a lot of decoration on the inside as well, so it's not only detailed on the outside. Oh my god, I love these base game plants. They're so beautiful. If you want to add something to the edge of a lot or something, it's just perfect. I don't know, I really like the shape and that they are so flat, and I don't know, they're beautiful. Here I'm adding a bench, so it almost looks like a bus stop, but not really. And yeah, this video is slowly coming to an end. Again, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And as I said, you can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook if you would like to do that. And as always, I included screenshots and floor plans. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.